Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Well documented that he's the son of a former Major League pitcher, but Pat has always said that football has fired him up in a way that baseball just didn't. He always wanted to be a football player, still has the big arm that his father had, and he uses it to send the ball downfield in a big way.
Well, pass there over the middle to start things out. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. At their own 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one caught by Tyler Irvin. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33.
Calvin Johnson.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
On 2nd down, it's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. They'll run on 1st down. James. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis on this first half. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for for 13 and a Charger first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run with LT. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
The tackle made at the 12.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The Hall of Famer's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score. Chargers 10.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's Reed returning. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Returning it, Hill. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tackle made there by Nate Orchard.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. A a big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, he gets it left side of Johnson.
Mahomes pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And inches.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
29-yard
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And a Brooklyn first down.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Complete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On first down, it's James. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep him on the ground. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
The tackle made by
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They run the quick dive with Allstott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Anderson on for the extra point.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do and the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Back to the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Anderson's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Chargers 20, Barons nothing.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mahomes' pass. Complete.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And trying to roll with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 23, Barons nothing.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
This one hauled in by Sample. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.